So here's a man born in 1940 who repeatedly in the American South 50 and 60 years ago acted in the tradition of essentially an early Christian saint, willing to die for an idea, and was at peace with that.
Right now, since the 1970s, there's been this transformation of the economic role of women in America. It was in the 70s that suddenly, because of one thing or another, married middle class couples could no longer support their lifestyle with just one income. And women really had to think about working their entire lives, not for ideological purposes, but just to have the standard of living they wanted.
So I write about Jerry Falwell, turning the pews of America into kind of precincts. I write about the corporate world savagely organizing against that entente cordiale I talked about, in which basically they accepted the imperative of regulation and harmony with labor. You wrote about this too, Steve. And then finally, there's this figure of Ronald Reagan.
It was Carl Sagan's dream, one that I completely share, that how we found our way in the cosmos, the great story of the 40,000 generations of human beings who, in one way or another, added to our current understanding of nature, that we could tell these wonderful, inspiring stories to a global audience.
So this has never really been about what's wrong with Black people. And it's, these racial disparities have been reflective of what's wrong with our society. And that's why you've had communities finally beginning to call racism the public health crisis that it is.